Governor Polis has announced a move to speed up the COVID-19 vaccination process. More people will be able to get their first dose.
But the plan comes with a gamble. The state is betting on the federal government coming through with second doses. More than a month into the vaccination program, Colorado remains in phase 1. That means healthcare workers, first responders, people age 70 and older, and some essential workers are eligible. We do know more than 278,000 people have received one dose. Nearly 50,000 have had both and are fully vaccinated. The state was holding back 40,000 doses for those who will need a second shot. But the governor now wants those pushed out as soon as possible. CBS 4's Alan Janae talked with Mr. Polis tonight. Alan, he thinks the best place for the doses is in people's arms right now.
And this is how they're going to do it, Jim. Colorado is making a little bit of a bet here, but Governor Polis and state health authorities believe it is a safe one. Right now, they believe they have 80,000 vaccine doses coming in this week. They'll take that 40,000 and add to that, devoting them to people over the age of 70, putting them potentially one dose away from full protection. Day after day now, vaccines are going into people like Rosemary Rodriguez.
There are people older than me that I want to keep safe.
The governor did some figuring.
This was some of the math that I did. You can probably see that to figure all this out.
He's calculating that it's better not to hold back second doses, noting first doses give at least some protection.
Well, there is, and that's why the sooner the better for everybody. But also by moving up that first dose for a week or two, it'll also will move up their second dose by a week or two. So the full protection at 95% plus will also start a couple weeks earlier.
As production ramps up, says the state's COVID incident commander, the federal government indicates we'll get rising numbers of doses.
We have, almost 40,000 doses that are scheduled to be second doses, but aren't needed for at least a week. And we have an opportunity to get those into arms sooner. And really, every day matters.
A lot of people are going to ask the question, is my second dose going to be there?
Yes, everybody's second dose will be there on the schedule. This simply means that in those future weeks, we might divert some that would have gone to first dose to second dose.
And there's another reason for getting more people started, says the governor.
This is a race against the clock to get people vaccinated with the new variant, with the potential for another peak. We want to avoid that by getting as many people vaccinated as quickly as possible. End the pandemic, save lives.
Hospitals and other places that don't currently have vaccination programs for people over the age of 70 will have to give back their supplies to the state and local health departments, who will redistribute them out to those that do. No matter how you slice it here, this is still a bit of a wager against vaccine production problems. There is, of course, some protection in one dose of the vaccine, but if people don't get a second, well, there could, yes, just be some difficulty for them. They believe they could be fertile ground for developments of variants of the virus if they get COVID. But nobody knows for sure. That is still theory. In Denver, I'm Alan Janae, covering Colorado First.